Well, Kier Starmer attended the Donald Trump School of Politics today in a cringe-worthy press conference, one to be remembered. And two things I'd like to know. A, who asked the questions, which media outlet? And B, did the US administration plant such questions with such journalists? It was a hell of a lesson, and basically he might as well have been talking directly to Kier Starmer. Donald Trump, whether you agree with it or not, absolutely ruled Kier Starmer in this press conference, and Kier Starmer didn't know where to look, what to do with his hands, and was basically looking for the door. So the touch on immigration, which he obviously said that the UK has an issue with. He touched heavily on Sadiq Khan, the Mayor of London, said he's a nasty man and he's not doing a very good job, which obviously a lot of people agree with. And the other thing he touched on was farms and the fact that the US, whether it's true or not, has abolished estates that are passed on from farmers' families down to inherited to the next generation. And basically he agreed with what a lot of farmers have been saying, that it's a hard job and it doesn't pay a lot. And he likened it to, he asked a farmer if they wanted to come and stay in his penthouse in New York and what have you, and the farmer said, no, I like the dirt. And do you know what? A lot of farmer people, it's ingrained in them, it's in their DNA, and they don't want to walk away from something that multiple generations have built up. And it was kind of like Donald Trump was talking a lot to the US, to the UK population, not just to Kier Starmer. And obviously we need to remember that Donald Trump is a good friend of Nigel Farage, and he's done him proud with this press conference with Kier Starmer. He absolutely annihilated him in front of the cameras, to be honest. And do you know what? As a UK citizen, it was good to see Kier Starmer squirming a bit. It was good to see somebody with a lot of power and a lot of say-so kind of giving him a bit of his mind, and Kier Starmer kind of had to take it and he couldn't really say much. He did try and chirp up and say that Sadiq Khan was a good friend of his, and Donald Trump just shut up, Kier Starmer, I'm trying to get this point across. It was quite clear to see that although that they say they've got a publicly good relationship, behind closed doors they probably disagree on a lot of stuff, and Donald Trump probably disagrees a lot with what Kier Starmer and the Labour government are doing. And it was a very, very obvious show of force and show of power towards the UK. And as much as they've got a bit of a working relationship, it was a bit of, you kind of need to get your house in order, mate. And if anything, Donald Trump's going to be happy that it's going this way, because he knows that Nigel's obviously going to be looking at getting a look in. But for Kier Starmer, he should be listening. If the public are rioting in the streets and they're not very happy and his opinion polls are down the toilet, and you've got the President of the United States kind of saying, look, mate, you're doing a very, 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 very poor job, when's it going to sink into the chap? When's he going to start listening? Is he that naive and that absolutely idiotic to think that we're living in a bit of a shit show in the UK? But yeah, hats off to Donald Trump, and hats off for him kind of sticking it to Kier Starmer for the UK population and the good of the country. Let's see what comes off the back of it, if anything.